everyone, Selena here. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new, and thanks for tuning in. Today we are going to be using Nail Couture's tapered coffin tips. I have prepped most of them. I'm going to do the thumbnail on camera with you. So I'm going to start off by etching the inside of the nail with my e-file, where my natural nail will sit. That way it will help it adhere properly. Then I'm going to take the shine off the top of the nail tip. That way the gel will adhere properly to that. And then I will start with a base coat. And I like to start with a base coat just because it allows the gel polish to slide over the nail nicer and easier. I just find that it works so much better that way. So I know in my last video I used a hand file doing this. This time I've decided to use my e-file. You can do either or. Doesn't matter. Right now I'm using a 180 sanding band. I use it on all of them. I'm just going to give the tips a little dust off. I have already gone through and trimmed them down and filed the very top of the tip. So I'm going to dust them off and prepare to decorate. And I'm going to show you how I attach them to my tip. It occurred to me I've never showed you how I do this before. I don't know if any of you were ever interested or not, so I thought, well, I'll show you how I do this. So as you see, I just used the opposite end of my tweezers just to make sure that was down, that double-sided tape was down really well. And then I take the opposite side off to expose the other sticky side. Now sometimes I can get the other side off really well, and then other times I have to fight with it. I guess it just depends on the day. There we go. Now this is a new stand I'm using. I decided to try out, and I couldn't get it to stick to the stand. Then it occurred to me that, well, it's new, maybe I need to give it a cleanup. So I decided to use some isopropyl alcohol, and I wiped and I cleaned it off. After I did that, I actually dried the stand off, and then I put the tip back on, and it worked out well. So then off camera I did that to all of them, and they all stuck really well. Here we're ready, and I am going to apply, oh no, I'm going to give them a wipe off with the Young Nail Swipe. Make sure all the dust is gone and make sure they're dehydrated if they were a natural nail. And this is around the time in the evening when I start getting shaky. I start knocking everything over. Don't know why, but I always do my nails in the evening. So here we are with the base coat, and I will start with one coat of that. I'll show you one nail on camera, and then I will move along. Some parts in the video I do have sped up as well. I did have a heck of a time with these gloves on too. So I'm using the Modelones Velvet Reverie Home Salon Kit. I did a haul on this about a week or so ago. So I decided to use 3 polishes out of that kit. I'm starting off with Snowy Mist 0555. All the nails get a coat of this. I'll show you one on camera. As you noticed, I changed my gloves. Those other gloves were just, I was having such a hard time with those. And each time I cured for 60 seconds. So here I have all the nails done with a base coat. And I am going to move on with decorating all of them. So moving along with the thumbnail, I'm going to do each nail one by one. Here is a top coat. I tried 2 different methods for pool nails. So I know I did this wrong. However, I left it in for you guys to see. So the top coat method, I put the top coat on first. I'll show you how I did it. I shouldn't have even used the white polish on this nail if I was doing the top coat method. So this is Aqua Mint 1476 is the number of that one. That's what I use for the pool color. So then I got my dotting tool and I started dotting on the nail. I'm just waiting for it to expand out. Not realizing it was the blue I should have put on the nail and then dotted the top coat in blobs onto the blue, and that's what gave it the effect. I completely did it wrong. So I go through all of this And then I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, why isn't anything happening? There's nothing happening. Then a light bulb goes off in my head. So I took everything off, and then I decided I'm going to go a different route. So I took out Madame Glam's Blooming Gel, and I put more polish on my palette there, and I decided to use the Blooming Gel instead of the top coat method, especially since I already had the white polish on the nail already. Turned out so much better. I wanted to make sure I got every little spot on that nail. So after getting the Blooming Gel on, I went ahead and started dotting the nail. Now, as I'm doing this, I go back after and do a couple of extra spots. I do also do a second layer after this. I just don't show that on camera. I decided to turn it upside down, let Bradley do some work and help me out. And then I'm going to put it in the lamp and cure it for 60 seconds. Now in this summer pool set, I also wanted to incorporate the sky. Just because when you're outside in the pool, I mean, sky's out, birds are out, butterflies are out, all sorts of stuff, right? So I decided to incorporate the sky as well. So I moved on to the next nail while that one was curing. So this one I decided just to do half a nail of a pool, and the other half is going to be the sky. And the same with this one, I did a second coat off camera. point in putting you through that torture. And here I'm just waiting for the blooming gel to do enough of what I would like. Letting gravity do its work. So now we're going to work on the sky part. So I mixed up this blue color I'm about to use for the cloud. The blue color is a neon blue out of the kit number 0441, and I mixed it with the white snowy mist 0555. So after curing that, I did do a second coat on that cloud, I just didn't show it. Now I'm just going to incorporate a butterfly sticker. And I don't show it, but at the end, I actually do put a star sticker on that nail, because it looked kind of dull and blah. Didn't look like it had much to it. And these stickers, by the way, that were in the kit, they were amazing. They were thicker and stickier than any of the other stickers I've received from Modelones. These were amazing. I absolutely love these stickers. These work like a charm, and as soon as you put them down, they stuck pretty good. So once I used the other side of my tweezers and gave them a go over, there was no coming off. So now I am going to go in and do a layer of top coat. I was thinking I was finished until I put the star on at the end. Oh! And here the magnet came out of the bottom of the stand. First time I've ever had that happen, but there's always a first. So I finished doing that. And then I fixed the stand before putting it into cure. I don't know how well it'll hold, but I used a bit of nail tip glue on the magnet and just stuck it back on. And away we go. Here I'm just showing you how I mixed up that cloud color, showing you the neon blue and with the snowy mist. So on this nail, I'm going to do a full sky nail with clouds on it, and I am going to use these sponges from the kit to put some clouds onto it. So pretty straightforward for this one. And the rest of the nails are going to look exactly the same as the thumbnail. They're all just going to be cool nails. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. Hit that like button, notification bell, so you're notified each time I upload a video. Don't forget to check out my other videos. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye. bye.